Welcome again, Keepers of Light, and I call you that because you are just that, Keepers of Light. So I wasn't really planning to come on here, but then I had the urge to hit record, so I'm recording and I'm going to just go straight into doing a channeled message. I'm not sure what will be coming through, but we will see, and that is, I guess, the whole purpose for this Keeper of Light portal. I normally actually don't know what will be coming through, and I think that's the beauty of it. It is an experience for me of really disassociating from this lower plane of existence, which can really be and have a hold on us. And sometimes the way through, particularly in the years to come, it's learning some sort of skill of disassociation. For me, it is channeling in this way. And I do think that when you do find what method works for you, that it can constitute really the same thing that I'm doing here, which is channeling the higher states of beingness. But there is a need for us all to be at this point of awareness where we're understanding that we are no longer in this space of beingness to exist for the experience of survival. It is heartbreaking that there is still the presence of existence that so many people are experiencing that is really founded on the basis of survival. But we are at a period of time when there is drastic change that is occurring that allows for the answers to existing in to exist in a reality that is sustained by the nature of flow, to be what we are drawing forth into the entire experience, for the experience of the entire of humanity. And it may take and will take in the beginning small factions of the population to be able to attain for themselves this level of existence that is eventually going to be main the mainstream experience of beingness for everyone. But for now, it is not to for me to look onto the experiences of others who are not in this space where keepers of light are meeting, and to look onto them as though this place here and this space here is a better place to be. It is only just a demonstration of a place to be. And I just wanted to communicate this message out because there can be a potential for people to choose and to assign one state of beingness or one place or one focus of beingness as being better than another. But this channel and this portal is here to communicate that all of existence works in tandem to uplift and to express what the choice point of evolution of experiences that we all are looking to reach for. So I am plugging into this energetic portal, which is a portal for keepers of light, and it is consistent of the totality of the resonant energies. That is to say, they're matching frequency of energies that are being had by the many beings who are here to stand in that state of beingness that allows for this level of connection to higher consciousness. And so I'm scanning the field and looking to see if there is anything that stands out in terms of a message for us, all keepers of light. And sometimes I think it really is almost what's happening at this point when I'm beginning is that what I'm seeing is like, it's like everyone, there's individual frequencies coming together to form like a main frequency, like a merge of frequencies that then becomes what we're all looking for in terms of expression and in terms of being expressed. And it is almost as though we're now merging our sense of beingness, and it is what we have in common is really that our sense of beingness, that those parts of our sense of beingness are meeting at this meeting point, having determined beforehand that we would be all doing this at this period of time, that we would all be converging in this manner to express, because we have at we at some point get to that point where we are able to, what I was saying earlier, to disengage from this sense of fear as being the basis to our experiences. Although fear itself will still remain there present as a form of reality, that in a form of frequency that can, that we are witnessing as being expressed, not just on the outer realm where we can see how it is how it is being expressed and how it is showing up, but it is also the internal fears that exist as a part of the whole picture of existence. So there cannot be outer fear without inner fear, which is why if fear is one of the goals that we have to lessen in terms of experience, then it begs to be addressed from the inner realm perspective, in that this is really the easiest way to address fear as it pertains to lessening its hold and its effect on us. Fear will present itself in so many different ways, and depending upon the level of fear that you are, the level of fear that you are feeling coming through you is dependent upon the many ways in which its frequencies and the stories that are supporting the frequencies are part of your makeup. Some are more fearful than others, but the main thing is that we're learning to realize is that the fears that exist and consume us the most are the ones that we have in common. It is really the same equation that helps to address any sort of imbalance that you have as pertaining to any emotion that you are having that you are no longer wishing to have. And so when you are able to look at your emotions, the ones that are from the lower chakra sense of reality of existence, which is really the landscape of where humanity is at this point and graduating from. When you're looking at the fears that you're having, then you can first begin to acknowledge that it is not something that you're having alone, in that sense that it is not unique to you. The what may appear to be unique is the individual story that is assigned to the expression of fear through your vessel. So to begin with an acknowledgement of your understanding and therefore your awareness that the fear itself is not personal in nature, in that it does not exist as a personal expression, but more so a collective expression of humanity. This is where you then immediately will begin to experience a disassociation from that level of experiencing it that you once had when you were not disassociated in this fashion of becoming and acknowledging its existence as a collective frequency. If you are here, you are here because you are in the same resonant field of expression of beingness. And though you may have, in that same manner that was expressed a few seconds ago, you may have different details that are assigned to the expression of your beingness here, you still have in common that which you find here as the answers to some of the questions you may be having. It is in coming together that these answers are formulated and expressed. Because when we merge as we do in this space, the commonality we have and the commonality that we have is what brings us here together. That resonance field, that resonance energetics. The resonant energetics is what brings us together here. And when we are here together, the merging of our energies allows for the differences in the details of expression of whatever of the lower chakra expressions of beingness are needing to be elevated. It allows us to see the differing stories that we have for one another, to see them in that way that we are engaging within it, within the awareness of frequencies that are the expression of these details. When we are merging, we, in this portal, we are allowing ourselves to experience the differences, the differences. We're allowing ourselves to see the illusion of difference that really does not exist when it pertains to the expression of the lower energetic frequencies of expression from the collective human beingness. So what I'm seeing is that we're picking up on each other's energies, and we are resolving and solving those parts of misunderstanding that we once had, that we had up until now, and we are in essence releasing the reliance on the illusion as having the hold that it would otherwise have on us. And so we are in essence participating in a healing session right now. And what I'm seeing is that our collective energetic field is changing and reshaping itself, so that I can see like there's like different, like the colors, like the colors themselves are upgrading. I was gonna say that they're falling away, but it's not really that. So like the colors are upgrading, and in essence, we're upgrading our ability to see through illusion, to see that what would have constituted as being the foundation of the experience that we're having when we are in our 3D lives having, that, sorry, I just lost that thought stream. But what we are seeing, what we're experiencing here is going to allow us to go back into our 3D existences and be in those experiences in a different way. Because in engaging within this portal, you now expose yourself to so many differing perspectives of experience of consciousness that you bring back into your regular human existence this knowledge, and you also come with this knowledge being reflected within the within you as having been reconfigured energetically speaking. So the call here is for you to begin to pay attention to what those differences are. And it may take assuming that there are differences in order to do so. So making the assumption that there are and there have been changes within you which are more of an empowered state of beingness, information that you are now a more empowered being as you enter and re-enter your everyday experiences. Then you allow yourself to re-engage within those situations and circumstances, to re-engage in this portal again and again and again until you learn how to be engaged within this higher level consciousness of beingness wherever you're at, irrespective of where you're at or what you are doing. It also opens up the door for you to be able to communicate and reach out for the other keepers of light who stand in that same position of experiencing change as you are, to reach out when you are needing and wanting support in that way, that the communication is automatically relayed upon your desire is automatically relayed upon other keepers of light. And so it really is that we are an expression of a collective, that no matter where we stand, although it may appear, because it is necessary in order to have an individualized experience of the expression of the collective, that you have your own individual vessel, then even though it will appear as though you are alone within this experience of beingness, and it likely has appeared to be that way up until now, then you can take this message with you that you are not alone. You are not alone in this experience of collective of keepers of light who represent only a fraction of the many ways in which the entire of human beingness is being expressed. I am going to leave this message here. I liked it. I don't, I'm likely going to play it back because, no, what? I'm just going to post it. I'm just going to post it as is and trust that the message is clear, and as clear as it needed to be in order to be received by you. So until next time.